about 30 tests that the Lions have played down in New Zealand, they've only won 5, so that just shows the sort of enormity of the task that awaits us. But nonetheless, if we didn't feel confident, there was no point in us really getting on the plane this evening. And I think that the experience that we have in the side is going to be very beneficial to us, and if we can use that to our advantage, then we do have a very good chance of coming back with a serious victory.
After an absence of 10 years, the Lions were back in New Zealand for a 13-match tour where there'll be no such thing as an easy game.
From my point of view, I would like to think that the strengths that we have will actually be shown when it matters in the 80 minutes of the games that the players are involved in, and that they feel the whole experience is worthwhile, and that it means that people who come and watch us will enjoy it, and that along the way there might be just quite a bit of winning rugby too.
First up for the Lions was a date with North Auckland. Coached by All Black great Sid Going, the North Aucklanders have a history of unsettling touring sides. A tough match first up.
The first one in New Zealand, and we obviously want to do well, but we're into the realms of the unknown. You know, it's the first game we've played, and it'll be interesting to see how we go, having done all the practice.
The Lions had settled into their work quickly, making the most of their base in the sunny north, a place designed for the tourist.
It's a good, clean, hard game, and North Auckland to win.
The secret, it's because of good coaching by our Sid Going.
Well, what do you have to say about Sid Going? I mean, he's a Going, isn't he? He's from up here. When we practice, we tackle with carry stumps, so that's what it's going to be.
A massive crowd turned out in Whangarei to watch the tour opener. Everything was set for a great match as the Lions ran out on New Zealand soil for the first time on tour.
Quickly taken by North Auckland, Eddie Jones, away from Monaghan, missing out Seymour, and straight out to Charles Going on, Manako, but Seymour got back. He's a good runner, Ziggy Seymour. Support here from the back. They're lined out here. Tapuni, chased by Robert Jones, Doug Tapuni. Tapuni throws hard and low. Jones under pressure. Got it away nicely to Barnes. Now Guscott. Here comes the fullback. Clement, he's in. Looks inside. Barnes on the burst. The Lions have a chance. Guscott. Has he got the toe? Jeremy Guscott.
Easy.
That's a marvellous try for the Lions. .24 minutes gone in the first half. Good probing kick again. Underwood coming through. Underwood's got it. Here's another try. Scott Hastings. Labar, blindside again. Little kick and chase. Rory Underwood going back. Back for Clement, or put him in an awkward position. Chased by Adrian. There's trouble. Taylor. Seymour. Ziggy Seymour. James. Here they come again. Guscott, good hands. Hunter. Chased by Going. Oh, what a tackle. That is a great tackle. And Clement getting close, and he's got it down. So North Auckland will tap and go again. Here they come. Seymour, Tapuni, Charles Going. It's a little bit slow motion. Running out of ideas about as Con Barrel shuts it up. Away for Troy Going. Rory Underwood must score, and North Auckland have conceded a try.
The Lions delighted with the final 30 points to 17 scoreline, but there was plenty for the North Aucklanders to be happy with as well.
I think it was a great break by Richard Labas. He actually threw it out to me, and I was in my favourite position, sort of lurking just inside the winger. And lucky I took the pass. I didn't think I had the legs actually, but the old fellas kept going and turned out pretty good.
When you say the old legs, you're only 23 according to the program.
Yeah.
The first up win by the Lions had its downside. One match in and the tourists had their first casualty. Northampton's Ian Hunter was going home.
It's a long way to come to play 30 minutes of rugby.
Well, I'm afraid Ian's tour is over, and we're all very sorry for him.
There wasn't too much time to dwell on the North Auckland match. The focus was on looking forward to the midweek match against North Harbour, one of New Zealand's strongest and most unpredictable sides.
Almost a lion's roar here for the Lions as they come onto the field. There's their two giant locks for this match, Wade Dooley and Martin Bayfield. Some experienced players there, an average age of 29 years for this team today. The Lions up against the North Harbour side, spearheaded by players such as Ant Strawn there, Richard Turner. Leading the team on is Graham Dowd, who's playing his 100th game for North Harbour today. Some big experienced men there, Dean Richards, Mike Teague, Peter Winterbottom. Very experienced English loose trio, and it's Richards who holds it at the back once more. Now it comes up to Andrew, running all sorts of dummies, bringing Underwood in. Hastings for the line. Powerful running Hastings, tackled, the ball pops up for Andrew. Andrew scores the first try of the game. Rob Andrew, 52 tests for England behind him, and he scores in his first match for the Lions here. The Lions now moving it, using their backs this time. Carling, what a smashing hit there from Frank Bunce. That's the halfway. Morris, Carling again. Andrew, Gibbs holding it up nicely for Evans. Can't beat the tackle. That was Strawn across making that tackle. Now the backs once more. Gibbs out there, Hastings in, Underwood having a go around Rush, gets past Rush, nudges it towards the goal line. Underwood, no one to stop him scoring. Try number 2 for the Lions. And Tony Underwood is delighted.
That is a great individual try, John. Man, that boy just burns the grass up. He has got some gas. It's a lovely cutout pass here from Rob Andrews. Look, he cuts 2 guys out, straight to Scott Gibbs. Now watch this, he goes around Eric Rush, and that will do Eric Rush's chances for a test jersey no good. He tried to get bumped off by Ian Corder, squirts around, plenty of gas, try, sensational try.
Here we go once more, that was Hastings in. Now watch the form of Underwood. In and out on Rush. The kick and then the bump off of Calder. No one within range. One of 3 brothers to have played for Scotland, Ken Milne. One world of sport at Mount Smart Stadium. Richards inside the North Harbour half they go. Well, they seem to have an edge there. That was Evans once more taking the kick down. Morris, Bayfield, Andrew. Gibb trying to cut through but caught. Bayfield again. Covering good ground, the 6'10" lock. Which way do they go? Well, there's some vigor in there now. Well, there goes Dowden. Well, he didn't retreat to go behind the ball. He saw something, and he's got the referee blowing the whistle.
Well, the touch judge flags out. This will be interesting. I wonder whether he's going to report David Mayhew's little poke. Sat someone down on his wee bottom. Now have a look at this. Richard Turner is the culprit.
See Dowd come in there to hammer into Popplewell, who was standing off, but I think maybe it was Dean Richards that started it all. I'm not sure. They carry on. Someone's taken a blow there, and someone is down. 2 people down. It had been a clean game really up until now. There he goes, Frank Bunce. He might make the Lions pay just with his running.
Well, it's not a divisional game of rugby, John.
Options for North Harbour. They choose the right. Bunce Oh, yes, lovely hands there with Rush coming outside Calder. The ball won quickly. Strawn looks up, fires it. Carter, Little, the dancing second five. Running it again, changing direction. Calder, wonderful hands. Calder has Strawn, nailed short of the line, and a brilliant tackle. 2 metres out. North Harbour once more. Dowd can't get enough steam up. Strawn, Carter, backs to Byrne. And it's Perolini. There were players all over the place for North Harbour. Apollo Perolini scores. 15-11. North Harbour closed the gap. Carter looking longingly at those posts. It pays off. A 7-pointer to North Harbour. 2 points the difference. 15-13. Morris. The back's in action now. No, clumsy. Gibbs. Hastings in. Hastings gives. Yayan Evans, the run to the line. Yayan Evans, the Welsh skipper, scores on the right wing for the Lions. Couple of minutes to go. Long throw. Oh, and it worked well too, but Rush couldn't hold it. So the Lions drive on towards the line with Winterbottom in possession. The Lions will keep it. Now it's Webster. Webster up. Webster's over. Yes, he is. Great driving from behind by the Lions forwards has given Richard Webster a try and certain victory to the Lions over North Harbour. The Lions have taken their opportunities, scored 4 tries, and the Lions, jubilant, they've won their second game. They've beaten North Harbour at Mount Smart Stadium this afternoon. The final score, 29 points to 13.
Gavin Hastings, there you go, 29-13, a big start, a big finish and tough in the middle. Is that a fair summary?
Well, I think we're worthy of that victory. We played very well. We started off extremely well, and to finish with 2 tries in the last 5 minutes was worthy of our effort, I felt.
A pretty tough game physically.
Yeah, but we need that in New Zealand, and it's good to get these early tough games first up. So we're delighted.
Thanks, mate. That's the force well and truly. Richard Turner, there was a very tough game for your team today, 29-13. How do you feel about what's happened?
Yeah. I don't know. Since the Lions have been out, people are saying they're too big, too slow. I think some of those Junos want to come and run around with them for a while. They're very strong.
That's not the case. They're not big and slow.
They're strong in the set piece, and they play to their strengths, and that is their forwards. And when they got the chance to move the ball, they moved it well. I think maybe a few New Zealand teams are underestimating New Zealand public, New Zealand media. I think be wary of the Lions.
Your team went pretty well today in the circumstances.
Yes and no. Very disappointed. I said, before the game, we were good enough to win the game, so we have to be disappointed in losing it, and we certainly are. We had our opportunities, we had our chances. We just didn't finish them off. That's the way it goes.
Though the fight was a relatively isolated incident, it was no surprise it captured the attention of the headline writers. The fight centred around Dean Richards objecting to Frank Bunce lying on the wrong side of the ruck, and the North Harbour players objecting to Richards' method of trying to remove Bunce with his boot. The next day, as Bunce was getting his ear put back on, the players at the centre of the storm were doing their best to forget about the fight and concentrate on the battles ahead.
Not really interested. It happens in a rugby match, and that's it. I just make a big deal about it. So.
Yeah, well, that's the way I see it.
For the Lions, next up was the New Zealand Maori side, a team with a great deal of tradition, and also containing a sprinkling of All Blacks, including 3 loose forwards. To fit them all in, All Black number 8, Zinzan Brooke, was making a move onto the open side.
The last time I played open side would have been in 1987 on my debut against Argentina. So I sort of have to probably get the old videotape out and go back over what I did there in 87.
held in the back. Penny will need to take it off. He's had a strong start to the game, Aaron Penny. Good work again by the Maori team as they step over it. Now Hastings, quickly onto him is Alan Prince. Snapped up by Hewitt. Forster, Prince again. Alan Prince. Brilliant. What a day for the young fellow from Nelson Bays, Alan Prince. A super individual try to open the scoring. Coming again for Morris. Barnes misses Carling away for Scott Hastings. Solid tackle. Now the chase is on. George Collier. Barnes has covered it. Eric Rush is there too. It's coming on the Maori side. Forster. Hirini. Can he convert his own try? Hirini from a long way out. He can. Yes, it should come on the Maori side eventually.
It's on to run it here.
Here they go. George Collier. Eric Rush. Now there's some pace. Good tackle. Doyle. Collier. Hewitt. Who's there? Rush. Snapped up by Brook. Forster. Barovich. Collier again. Just a couple of metres short of the line. They've got it under control too. Zinzan holding it, peeling it away. Hirini. Now Prince. Chased by Clark. Oh, what a good tackle by Ben Clark. Ball still held and yes, played on the ground. What a passage of play that was. The New Zealand Maori side have scored 2 tries. They lead by 17-0. Big line out this one. It's going to come again on the Maori side. Brook, who's had an outstanding game. Hirini away for Connier. Allison. Doyle hits it hard. 22-metre line. Brian Moore played it on the ground, and he can't argue either. Hirini from a handy position. $15 points so far for Steve Hirini. And unbelievably, the Maoris lead by 20 points to 0.
The Lions need to get something out of their experienced players. Dooley's been noticeable by his absence throughout this game.
He got up high that time, Wade Dooley. The Lions have a clean line out, one of the few. Now Winterbottom. Tackle made by Reece Allison, as it normally is. Now Barnes. Gavin Hastings looking to give Yayan Evans a go. Evans on Doyle. Super try, Yayan Evans. Zinzan Brook gets there quickly. Good loose forward play by Brook. He was first man there. Away to Doyle on the blind side. Good work by Evans. Class player this. Opens it up again. Carling. Rory Underwood. Prince can't get him. Too good. Rory Underwood scores it, but put it down to Yayan Evans again. These are big lineouts, these ones. Under 10 minutes left, Cronin wins it. Now Barnes, straight out to Scott Hastings. Good work by Winterbottom. They're going to go blindside. They've opened it up here. Gavin Hastings. Gavin Hastings. And yes, Gavin Hastings. Hastings attempting to convert his own try. Now the asset is on the Maori team. 24 points to 20. The Lions lead. Remember, the Maori side led by 20-0 at half-time. And Gavin Hastings has missed with the penalty. So here's a chance, the last chance for the Maori team to open it up. Here they come. Big Mark Cooksley's had a big, strong game today. So's the captain, Aaron Penny. They're a long way from the Lions goal line, though. Doyle works it out for Zinzan Brook. What a super game he's had. Running out of ideas, who can blame them? Joseph. Away for Penny. Now Connier. Got a ton of pace, George Connier. Prince. Where's the supporting players? They're getting there slowly.
Clear it quickly, clear it quickly.
Here we go again. Penny. Knock on there by Reece Ellison, and that's it. What a game of rugby.
Great game of rugby.
The Lions have won it by 24 points to 20. They came from 20-0 down at half-time to win this game, which was a great advertisement for rugby here at Athletic Park this afternoon by 24 points to 20.
Well, very relieved, 20-0 down at half-time, and even probably 20 points to 3 down with about 20 minutes to go. But the two tries, Ieuan Evans took his try superbly well, and then came in a cross-field run for Rory Underwood to run about 60 metres. So that just turned the game, and we knew if we could just keep on, then we would hopefully get the last try, and we did.
6 minutes gone in the first half. No score. Penny off the back, probing the blindside. Oh, there's a big gap. The Rob Penny. Where's the support? Gets it away. Barlow with a sprint. Underwood back, trying to make the tackle. Basham feeds again. They probe the blindside. Basham into the gap. He's got Penny at pace. Graham Basham. Blackadder's with him. Looking for his support left and right. Can't find it. 20 metres out from the line. Here they come now, the big Canterbury forwards. Away from Maunsell. Philpott tried to work it away to Barlow's wing, and another promising movement comes to an end. Crowd suggesting there might have been a bit of lifting going on there, but I don't think Bayfield needs to be lifted. Here's a good run from Clark. Oh, good run here. Guscott should have too much speed. Barlow's closing quickly, but Guscott scores a very good try. Hammett. Last year's New Zealand Colts hooker. Jones this time. Oh, he's hit it against England. Try here. Yes. Greg Smith. Here they come again. Canterbury desperate. They'll have to force it. Try. Try. Canterbury took the ball in. They're going to get it too. Now Barley. Again the tackling, the solid note was Maunsell. Ball loose. Guscott tries to shovel it off. Underwood picks it up beautifully, and he'll have too much pace. Tony Underwood. What acceleration from a virtual standing start. Tapped by Philpott. Canterbury trying to get it back. Struggling to do so. Oh, this could be suicide here. Rob Andrew, and Rob Andrew gets the try.
Four games and 4 wins, and despite the difficult itinerary, the 1993 Lions were starting to pick up some momentum just over a week out from the first Test match against the All Blacks. As a dress rehearsal for that test, the Lions were putting out a shadow test lineup against the strong Otago side on their beloved Carisbrook.
And now I'm not saying that Otago will win, but I think they've got a chance. If they can secure themselves some first phase possession and then get their rucking game going, get their second phase game going, I think they can put a lot more pressure on the Lions through their backs than perhaps we've seen so far on tour. Otago have some very talented backs right through the whole back line. And the approach that they have to the game, I think, could create some problems for the Lions' backs if they get enough ball and get it quickly enough.
Now they run it. Penny on the charge. Kronfeld right at his shoulder. Now it's one. The Otago backs. The crowd roars. Can they do something here? The passes need to be accurate. Timu just short. Here's the call from Bell. He leaves it behind. No knock on. The referee indicates play on. A bit of a scrap off the side there you might have seen as Forster darts to the sideline. Not quite there. Otago hammer and hammer. Can they put the nail away? Here goes Joseph. Now, Forster. They move it back again. Out wide. Who's waiting? Ellis is waiting. Ellis frees it up. Leslie dancing with Penny on his shoulder. There's McPherson. Right by the goalposts. Left or right? They go right. Basham, long pass. Just the juggle from Cook. There's the try. The try to Paul Cook for Otago. They hit the front at 5-3. Good tidy scrum from the Lions. They're holding Otago well there. Barnes. Hastings is in there. That's Scott Hastings with Underwood. Underwood was flying for the take off the shoulder. They've turned it over, though. No, the Lions were able to step in and pick it up. Now Barnes has a dab, and he's very quick. Great pass for Evans. Great pass for Evans. A superb try. A super try scored by Jan Evans. That's 3 tries in 3 games for the Welsh skipper. So Otago ball this time. Do they use the tail? Yes, they do. Richards can't out-jump Joseph. Leslie gets the first pass. Ellis hasn't had any opportunities. Back with Leslie, his flatting partner here in Dunedin. Combination just breaking down a little bit. Forster on the break. Now he can open things up. Allison, good support. Turning it back in field for Bishop. It dies just a little bit there. Forster, though, opens it up. He's got a winger. He's got Bell. Back in field. There's Cook. Cook going for try number 2. Can he get there? Oh, yes. Paul Cook finishing it off brilliantly. An 80-metre move by Otago.
They're starting to walk, fellas. We've got them in 2-3 phases together. We're stretching the main. Quick ball. Don't try and take it that 5 metres. It's better to get out to the backs.
Done enough talking. Let's just do it, eh?
Evans has scored 1 try for the Lions today with 1 opportunity. Richards has got the other. The Lions leading 18-13. It's 2 tries each. Bishop eluding Winterbottom, stepping through a gap. Pace on now, going to be caught by Bayfield. Leslie takes the pass and turned well for McPherson. The goalposts appear for Otago. What do they do? Huge pass, taking it at pace is Bell. Bishop's delivering some great miss-out passes for Otago. Forster, he'd love to go the short side. What do they do? Through Mika. Trying to suck in some of the Lions who are standing off. Now they might work it wide. They do to Cronfeld. Leslie darts, Leslie dives, and Leslie scores. John Leslie levels the scores at 18-all. They're looking for him too. The throw wasn't great, but it's one there by Mika taking it in. Great shove there from the Otago players. Forster will love seeing that in front of him. Great drive from Otago, right up and over the line. There it goes, great try, supreme try. David Latter comes up. That's the birthday present he wanted. Birthday on Monday. What a supreme try, superb try by the Otago forwards. Bell hasn't quite got it. Yes, oh, just over the bar.
Otago need to keep attacking.
Maybe using Mika right at the front for a change. No, they're using it right at the back. Cronfeld. The glide didn't favour him, but Penny was brilliant getting there. Joseph calling. Now the backs. Leslie on the cut. Latter playing like a loose forward. Forster again. Forster a half gap, and that's enough for Stu Forster. What's the pass like? Oh, super! John Tamu. Another try, the 5th for Otago. Milne, Bayfield, upended this time. Forster, a little bit of trickery. Leslie running it back, the forwards, waiting for the forwards. It doesn't have to wait long. Joseph doesn't want to get isolated. The ball made perfectly available, and Bishop goes for the drop. An extra 3, and they love it. Stephen Bishop. Another touch turns to gold for the Blue and Golds. That's Bayfield. And he was upended in that line-out, and that might well have been where this injury came from.
Just have a close look at this one. This is where the injury occurred. Dooley goes high, Bayfield goes high. Watch him come down. Yes, he went right over the top of the Otago team, landed awkwardly.
And there'll be sympathetic applause now for Martin Bayfield. 45 minutes have gone in the second spell. The Lions, for one of the few times in this 45 minutes, are on attack. Leslie and Cronfeld cut down Underwood coming from the blind. Galway makes the ball available. Popplewell, the other Irishman, is there with it. They want to move it out left. Otago players all on the ground, but they might want to have won it through Cronfeld. The ball is there for Otago.
Again, children, please get off the ground. The game is not over. Right off the ground, please.
That's a sign of things to come. Basher, he doesn't care. Colin Hawke sounds the whistle. The Otago team deserve to be jubilant. They are the first team to beat the 1993 Lions. They've won by 37 points to 24.
Yeah, I think once we got that drop goal, we sort of tried to tie it up, and that was the difference. But full credit to our tight five. I thought they did a terrific job.
The Lions, they know they have to improve now, so it's just great to win. It's a good performance by the whole team.
We probably could have stopped two of their tries. One down Evans down in the corner, and the other one where I didn't take the up and under. So definitely got things to improve on.
They all played their hearts out, all 15 of them. I really take my hat off them. They really dug in for their target.
Who were the heroes, David? Cookie got a couple of tries. Bash kicked the ball beautifully all day.
I think we had 15 heroes out there today.
After their Carisbrook visit, the Lions were more than just a wounded pride. Martin Bayfield's neck injury was a concern with the first test less than a week away.
A couple of days physio and I should be okay.
The Lions had to forget about the past and concentrate on the next game against Southland and a chance to get the test preparation back on track.
Southland doing well in the rucks and the maul so far, keeping it nice and tight, staying down low. Lions trying to swing it away to the right. They can't do so. And hello, bit of a problem here again. It's been a little testy in the first few minutes. Mike Fitzgibbon, the referee, right there. Peter Wright. And time to just have a little chat and to reflect, I think. But this is a golden opportunity for a pushover try from the Lions. Galway is the number 8 forward. And the Lions have the big shove on here. Morrell goes round, and this could well be a penalty try. Let's have a look. Yes, it is. It's going to be a penalty try, conceded by Southland. And I think that's a fair call. The Lions were going to score a pushover try. Bobby Morrell got in, and it's a penalty try. Jason Leonard on this side of the scrum looking for a big game. He's a man who could play in the test. Held up by number 8 forward Galway. The Lions getting very close once again. Driven over the line, and let's have a look. Referee says try. Yes, it is. This time they've worked it well. Now can the backs do something about it? Tony Underwood's decided he's going to take the ball. He gave it away nicely to Gibbs again. Back in field to Clement. Tony Clement. That's a lovely try from the Lions, the best today. And good reward for use of the ball. Smith. Away for Johnston. Bit of traffic over there. Phil Johnston does the right thing, brings it back. Morrell comes again. Culhane. Beardsley. Away for Cormac. Cormac! Jimmy Cormac. Morrell again to James for Forrest. They know they can do it out to the left. Now Forrest. Up to Bruce Morton, number 6. Here they come again. Beardsley. Try coming up for Phil Johnston. So the Lions have continued to have terrible injury problems in this match. They've lost 3 players, all backs. Tony Clement's going to have a drop kick. Not a bad-looking kick either. In fact, a magnificent kick from Tony Clement, who's gone and slotted in the first 5/8. Referee looks at the clock, and we're just about at the end of this. In fact, we are at the end of this. It's all over. And the Lions have won their lead-up match to the first test match here in Invercargill this afternoon, but it was not a convincing performance. They led by 24 points to 0 at half-time, and they've won the game by 34 points to 16.
A win's obviously important after Saturday's result, but you know, I think credit to Southland for the way they came back. They were all down and out, and then they came back well. And but we've just got great disappointment, I think, after today. But we've got a few more sessions before Saturday, and I'm sure we'll be fired up and ready for the All Blacks.
Well, a test match is a different thing as always. You know, they've got stuff to work on. It's the All Blacks' first match this year as well. Now, this Lions team will rise to the occasion. It'll be a great battle on Saturday. Who's your money on though? The All Blacks, of course.
The midweek match hadn't been the greatest game of rugby football, with neither side performing with too much distinction. For one tabloid, the Southland game was evidence of a calculated attempt by New Zealand provincial sides to soften the Lions up, though the claim was quickly downplayed by everyone, including the person who wrote it.
It's up to the provincial sides to soften them up. I mean, this is a game of rugby. We're not playing bloody lacrosse here. No.
I think what the British Lions have shown on this tour is that we can match the physical hardness of the New Zealanders.
The next side the Lions were looking to match was the All Blacks, the first test of the tour against an All Black side hoping to carry on from the good form it showed last season. The Lions were hoping the All Blacks would carry on their traditional slow start to the first test of their season.
Let's go.
It was a busy week for the All Blacks. There was also the launch of the All Blacks Supporters Club, designed to ease some of the financial burden on New Zealand's top rugby players, and also recognise the incredible support rugby has in New Zealand.
No, I won't feel afraid, just as long as you stand by me.
One thing with sport is that you've got to listen. So what I want you to do, I want everyone to fold the arms. When I count to 3, I want you to stick your arm up. The first person I point out might get the prize. Okay? 1, 2, 4. Part of learning to be a good sports player is you've got to listen. You've got to listen to your coaches, you've got to listen to your teachers, because they've got heaps of useful information. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
It's the one with the hand at the back.
One with the hand down the back. Okay, I actually think it was this. What's your name there? Would you like to come forward, Henry?
There was also plenty of support for the team in red as well.
Going to stuff you tomorrow.
I think the Lions will win, definitely. 30 points nil. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's for sure. Show us your knees! Show us your knees!
To Inga, the winger, and Walter, the stinger. To Ronnie, the singer, and Bunty, try bringer. Just a quick message from the Shortland Street crew. Doc Roll Potter, Sam the man, say we're going for you. All Blacks do it, yeah!
Number 1. Big Paul Burnell, one of the front row men. Martin Bayfield, so much expected of this man, especially in the lineouts. But here comes Sean Fitzpatrick, and just wait for the reception that the 15 men in black will
Ladies
get
and
this
gentlemen,
afternoon.
Sean Fitzpatrick playing his 50th Test match for New Zealand leads out the New Zealand All Blacks.
Rob Andrew, and we're underway in the Test series at Lancaster Park. The Lions in the first half have the advantage of a slight northerly breeze, and they've already knocked the ball on. Referee playing an advantage, which the All Blacks do get. And Strawn puts the kick through immediately. Hastings in there, tipped up. The All Blacks have it. 10-metre line on the line side of halfway. Fox looks back to the other side. Clever kick by Grant Fox. Not finding the touchline though. And back it goes for Gavin Hastings. And they'll go to the first line-out. Fitzpatrick to the first line-out. The All Blacks shortened it. Beautiful work by Ian Jones. Taken in by Robin Brooke. The All Blacks step over it beautifully. Now Strawn, little dart. Fed into Olo Brown, number 3. They're 5 metres out from the 22. And the All Blacks look to work it back. So far the Lions have had no ball. All Blacks controlling it beautifully. Now Fitzpatrick. Good strong play by the All Blacks skipper. Here they come again, Fox. Again pumps the kick high and behind them. Now a real scramble on here. And let's have a look. Yes, try. Frank Bunce. What a kick by Grant Fox. And Frank Bunce gets a try at 2 minutes gone in the test. Ken Milne. Untidy for Strawn. It's a penalty though. And again the All Blacks using the inside arm. And Ian Jones, number 4, the man called out. So here is an opportunity for Gavin Hastings to put the Lions on the board. Kick of 25 metres. And it looks pretty good. It is a good kick. And so the Lions on the board with a Hastings penalty goal. 4-man line out apiece. Bayfield up high. Clark's got it again. He's done some valuable work at the back of the line out. Now the Lions have to free it. The All Blacks penalised. Gavin Hastings to give the Lions the lead in the game, and he has achieved that. So Gavin Hastings, 2 penalty goals, and the Lions lead after 16 minutes play by 6-5. Off the back comes Zinzan. He'll run it up. Looking for Jamie Joseph, who got there quickly. Good work by the other flanker. Now the All Blacks set it again. Here they come down the blind side. Timu, Tuigamala on Evans. Evans took him too. All Blacks crashing over the top. Interfering with the ball, the Lions. That's a beautiful kick. Looking down the back. Joseph reaches up high for the All Blacks. Hand it back for Fox. Away for Tuigamala. Big Inga takes on the whole forward pack. Big, strong run by Inga. Now they set it. Michael Jones overruns it, so Fox spins it away for Little. Bit of indecision by Walter Little. Stays on his feet, though. And then puts a little kick in, which is well read by Yayan Evans. It's pretty tight in there. Morris. They could suffer out wide, the All Blacks. Guscott away for Underwood. Guscott doubling. Good work by Guscott. Magnificent hands. Still there. Penalty against the All Blacks. Oh, that's another super kick by Gavin Hastings. The All Blacks are punished again, and the Lions are back in front, 9 points to 8. Milne. Again, it was Clark who got up very high, but the All Blacks appear to have grabbed this one. Yes, they have. Here they come. Inga. 5 metres out from the line. 9 points to 8, the Lions ahead. Now Strawn looking at the options. Lobs it over the top for Little. Lions' defence has been outstanding so far in the game.
They're just reading it so well.
Strawn goes again. All Blacks running it out 15 metres out from the touchline, trying to open up the blind side a little, but they're going open. Fox to Bunce. Clark. Ronnie Clark. No way through there either. Lions defence holds, but the All Blacks have it again through Craig Dowd this time. They're still 15 metres short of the line. And the penalty is against number 9, Dewi Morris, interfering with the ball. Fox has raised the flags at least, and so the All Blacks are back in front. And Grant Fox has his 1,000 points for the All Blacks. It's 11 points to 9. Kick out by Rob Andrew. Jamie Joseph palms it beautifully for the All Blacks. Out into centre field to Walter Little. Away to Inga. One-on-one again. Gets past the first one. That's a good run by Inga. Now the All Blacks have got to get there quickly, and they do. Here they come. Olo Brown sets it up again for Strawn. Now Fox. Away from Bunce. Beautifully taken by Timu. Referee playing an advantage. The Lions are offside. Fox converts the penalty, and the All Blacks now have a 5-point lead, 14 points to 9.
There's not a lot of fluid movement, but thank goodness for the All Blacks, because they've had a couple of opportunities to push it wide, and just through some bad slack passing, it hasn't gone out. See, there's another bad pass.
Here they come again. Hastings in. Winterbottom was right there. Now they settle it in centre field. Again, it's Michael Jones, I think, fiddling with it on the ground, said Kinsey, from a very handy position here. No problems at all for the Lions skipper. That's his 4th penalty goal of the afternoon. And the All Blacks leading by 14 points to 12. Winterbottom did well, but it's untidy. Now the All Blacks could exploit this. Carling going back, taken in a good tackle by Little. Now the All Blacks have an opportunity. If they can ruck it back, they have. Strawn. Not too much support for Grant Fox. Timu. Oh, dear me. And there's the fourth for Grant Fox. 17 points to 12, the All Blacks lead. Still just the one try in the game, scored after 2 minutes by Frank Bunce. Good work by Robin Brook, but he couldn't hang on to it this time. The Lions will get it. Morris, Hastings gets himself involved. Late tackle. I think it was late. Yes, it was late. A late charge. No trouble again for Hastings. That's 5 penalty goals from Gavin Hastings. Looks pretty good. What a kick from Gavin Hastings.
I'd say they'd kick this one downfield to get into an attacking, to get field position. Yes.
Fox again. Gavin Hastings wants it. The captain comes forward and grabs it. He gets grabbed too, but look at the Lions getting back quickly. Ball is on the ground, brought out by Strawn. Now Michael Jones. Gets to his feet again, Jones. They're 5 metres out from the 22, and here comes Zinzan Brook. Ole Brown charges on. Now the All Blacks are fired up. Michael Jones. This is more like it. Here they come. They've got a chance. Little knocked it on.
The All Blacks haven't fired. They've made a lot of imagination in the backs. It's been pretty standard, pretty easy. Not so much easy for the Lions to defend, but there hasn't been a lot of options created.
Winterbottom ties up Robin Brook. Cleverly done by the veteran English flanker, but the All Blacks have it anyway. Bunce. He tries to charge it straight up the middle.
I tell you, they're offside there. Rob Andrew had to be offside.
Well, they're tackling our backs about 3 or 4 yards on their side of the advantage. Here's a penalty.
Well, if ever Grant Fox needed to land a penalty, this is it. He scored 585 points in Test rugby, but the next 3, if he gets them, will be the most important.
Wow, what a cruel blow for the Lions. That was the penalty that they didn't want to see go up in the referee.
Yeah, but there's still a bit of... This is a big penalty for Grant Fox. I mean, it's not as if it's close. Admittedly, he's right down the barrel. He's got the wind behind him, which is considerable. And it's kickable. But this is the nail-biting stuff of Test match rugby. Gavin Hastings had a couple of shots, missed on one, got one, put his nose in front, and now we've got a chance to sneak back in. This is the way Test rugby is all about.
Some of the crowd at Lancaster Park simply can't watch. Others giving the fingernails a decent workover. Time is virtually up on the clock. Grant Fox can win the Test match with this kick. He's got it!
That's a sensational kick, a great pressure kick from a master.
The All Blacks have to be careful not to infringe in this position, because Gavin Hastings can still do the job. Now the Lions go again. Rob Andrew, little kick. John Timu coming through, so is Jarian Evans. And the ball wins the race. Referee checks the watch, and that is it! The All Blacks have escaped with a late penalty goal by Grant Fox to win the game by 20 points to 18.
Yeah, I'm very proud of my boys, especially the second half performance. I thought the forwards really played extremely well in the second half, and we're very disappointed, obviously losing that fashion, the last-minute penalty.
Yeah, but close to my liking, and it's Test rugby, and we made a lot of mistakes and didn't control the ball well. But win's a win, we'll take it, and it's a bit hard to watch that last kick, wasn't it?
After that nail-biting finish, the Lions were next up against a load of bull. Bull Allen, the All Black reserve prop and leader of a Taranaki side, fired up for a strong performance as the Lions look to get the tour back on track.
Moore playing halfback. Tegan Barnes, top tackle there by Martin, who'd come in from the left wing. Turnover. Taranaki away. Great running from Cameron. Murphy. 100 games for Taranaki today. Underwood too strong with the tackle. It's kept alive by Proenon. Up there and scoring is O'Sullivan. The defence sound on that short side at the moment, but Barnes lays it up nicely for Jones. Gibbs running it back. Hard and straight Scott Gibbs. 5 metres out. Pick up and drive now by Cronin. Too big and he scores. Damien Cronin for the Lions. One World of Sport, great opportunity here for the Lions. Clark and Jones. No, the pass was blocked and knocked. Wallace bringing it back. The way is blocked. Right and left he goes. Now Clement, one-on-one Clement. The support there from Teague. Try number 2 for the Lions. There's been no scoring in this second spell, and we've had 15 minutes. The Lions leading 20 points to 13. The home forward pack has competed well, but looks like numbers might get to them this time. No, Webster, now Jones. The backs through Barnes. Barnes the jink. Barnes the run. The hand on to Cunningham. And Vince Cunningham gets a try in his first match for the Lions in New Zealand. Can't budge the Taranaki scrum yet. Webster comes off. Dombrowski is alert. He gets Clark. Webster frees it for Underwood. Oh, that was very, very good. Underwood flicking it back, knew he was covered, and Robert Jones was there. 32 points to 13, the Lions lead. One World of Sport. Taranaki have done a lot of attacking. They try the same move again. Mann nailed well and truly. Now, they've won it quickly though. Not enough players out wide. Murphy stumbles just short. Quickly Taranaki, they need it. Yes, this time. Andy Slater. It's not all over yet. Rugby Park in New Plymouth, One World of Sport with 15 minutes to go. The Lions winning that ball. Jones, there are numbers out wide. They use the loose forwards, Clark and Webster. Now the backs are into it. There are numbers there. Gibbs, oh, instant reply by the Lions through Richard Wallace. Driving up to the line. The Lions just out. Cronin looking for his second. Takes a while to place that, but it's okay. Barnes now out wide. Clement met by Murphy. That's a try-stopping tackle. No, it's try time again for Cunningham. He's got a bit to learn, but he's certainly got the raw talent there. Cameron, Murphy, inside the 22, McDonald, or is it Fitzpatrick? That's McDonald scoring the try. Nicol pointing the way from halfback, the number 18. Now with Barnes, combining through Webster, up it goes to Gibb. Scott Gibb comes back from injury with a try.
A lot of the players are playing well now, just coming into real form at the right time, and so we've got a good position as selectors that we've got a number of options open to us.
One player not in contention for a test spot was veteran lock Wade Dooley. After returning home for his father's funeral, the New Zealand Union invited him back. The home unions said he couldn't rejoin the party.
We feel so sorry for Wade, for a man who's at the end of his career. This was the highlight, this was his swan song. To be denied the opportunity to go out with a test game possibly against the All Blacks, I just think it's appalling.
It was a bloody good gesture from the New Zealanders, which we were delighted with, and then we sort of found to a certain extent that our own body had kicked us in the teeth, so to speak, and Wade especially.
The Lions, however, simply had to get on with the job at hand. The next stage of the itinerary was the unofficial fourth test, A match against Auckland, perhaps the only provincial side in the world to consistently go in as favourite against international tourists.
Referee this afternoon is Dave Bishop, and Grant Fox gets this game underway. The wind blowing directly across the ground, not favouring either side. And a penalty given immediately by Bishop. The Lions offside across on the far side of the maul. Fox likes the look of this one. That's a lovely start for Grant Fox. He doesn't miss too many. And the maestro starts with a penalty after 1 minute. Popowell has it again. Not making a lot of progress, but still hanging on to the ball. Clark, back for Winterbottom. To Webster, the 3 loose forwards involved. They really are taking it to Auckland here. That's a bit dangerous from Brian Moore. Penalty try.
Penalty try.
Willful infringement by Auckland, by somebody in there, and Dave Bishop has given a penalty try.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happened, but he was very deliberate. I thought he was going to penalise the line that flew in over the top. And he's penalised Jackson for, obviously, for picking that ball up, but gee whiz, penalty try, that's a big call.
It's not a popular call, I can tell you that, Stu Wilson. What do you make of it?
Well, it'll be interesting to see here. Now, where does Brendan Jackson, you can just see him there, at least, yeah, well, he's probably just putting his hands down there. I mean...
Well, that's a controversial one from Dave Bishop. I'm sure we'll hear a lot more about that. Here's Auckland coming back, though. Jackson spins it away. Kerwin hits it hard. 5 metres out from the 22, and Auckland really have their dander up now, I'm sure. Richard Fromont charges on. This is the best possible reply from the blue and whites. Jackson's in it again. Good release for Fromont. Now the Lions will probably feel the pressure as Auckland march it up. 12 metres short. It's there for Hewitt. Fox. Caught by Winterbottom. Found in Zandbrook. Still going. Now Stigstis. Little kick for Kerwin. Beautifully picked up and scored. Again, the short line out. Deflected nicely for Morris. Good work for Bayfield to take it on. Now Popowell, who's shown a real interest in getting the ball in his hand this afternoon. Gibb releases up to Webster. Guscott, there's numbers out here again. Yayan Evans on Satutu. Oh, he waltzed past him, and Yayan Evans scores another try on tour. Fitzpatrick on halfway. It's a rare one for Auckland. Lovely pass from Hewitt. That's magnificent. Now Stigstis. Danger here for the Lions. Founds in Zandbrook. 5 metres out from the 22. Auckland can really make something of this. Fox to Clark. Adams. Still got a chance through Craig Dowd. Scrummett says referee Bishop.
That Manly Stenson's again.
Big line-out win for Auckland. Fitzpatrick desperately tries to stay in. They've still got it. Hewitt. Dowd. Michael Jones has it. 5 metres short of the line. Auckland have got a great chance here. They're well and truly lined out to the left. Kerwin in field. It should have come out to the left. However, it didn't. And the opportunity might have gone. Now offside. He's on target again. Fox lands another one. It was 18-17 last week when Grant Fox lined up a kick at Lancaster Park. Slightly different circumstances. Let's see if he can turn it into 20 points to 18. He can. He's got a chance now to give Auckland a 5-point advantage. Auckland do have that 5-point lead, 23 points to 18. Zunzan bangs it away downfield, sensible kick. Play on, says the referee. Carling's on his own. Can't find anybody to pass it to. Nobody there. And that'll be it. Dave Bishop checks the watch. It's all over. Both teams down to an absolute standstill at the end. But Auckland have prevailed by 5 points. 23 points to 18.
We showed in the first half that if we can get some decent ball going forward, our backs, have got more than the measure. Unfortunately, in the second half, we just couldn't produce enough quick ball, and such ball that we did win. Auckland were very good at sniffing it out in the middle.
Another test match, really. Fourth test match for British Lions, and a real test for us guys, because
it was as tough as a test match?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Kerr, Paiwai and Quania teeing up something out in the backs. No, it's Tremaine. Only 2 metres short. Again they drive, up and over this time. Referee O'Brien in great position. There's a try to Hawke's Bay. A try to Hawke's Bay, and the man coming up with the ball is their very popular skipper, Norm Hewitt. Turnover goes the Lions' way. Short side, Tony Underwood. Back in field to Webster. Try for Richard Webster. Oh, lovely leap there. Tremaine timing it. Excellent timing between the hooker, the thrower, Hewitt, and the jumper, Tremaine. Gives Hawke's Bay momentum. They have picked it. Now it goes. Webber, short side. Driving on and over. What a super half-back try to Neil Webber. Another wonderful ball won at the front of the line-out. Not a great pass, but a drop goal from Kerr is over. Simon Kerr puts the Bay in front. Well, it might be a turnover, these two. Cunningham, he gets the call. There's players out wide. Now, Hamilton the speedster. In and outside Underwood. Underwood is quick too. What a great breakout by Hawke's Bay. 11 minutes to go. One world of sport. Diving through to Main. Oh, try! Jared Cunningham with time up on the board. He nails it. Jared Cunningham kicks the penalty. He's had a dreadful day with the boot, but it doesn't matter. Hawke's Bay have won this game against the Lions by 29 points to 17.
So it was a determined Lions side which arrived in Wellington for the second test. They had to be. Another loss and the tour was effectively over. Disappointed with their record against the provincial teams, the thought of another test loss to the All Blacks prompted a desperate pride of Lions. The All Blacks were in a pretty determined mood too. Although they'd won the first test, a couple of changes in the test lineup suggested the selectors weren't entirely happy with the All Blacks' performance.
Those areas and issues have been drawn to the players' attention, and they're determined to not make the same mistakes again.
Indication there, not too much breeze for Wellington. Popplewell breaks, beats the first tackle. Infield is Clark, alongside of Moore. The big drive from the Lions, a stunning start from them, but Jones sets it up. Clark will kick.
John, this is a real impressive start from the Lions, playing into the wind. They've really come out, and at times on tour they've threatened to put it together, but they're really steaming.
The restart, Brook couldn't quite handle it. Cooksley does. Just turned and with them was tackled. Preston and Fox. There we go. The bomb under the posts for Hastings. He's out in the field of play, loses it. And Clark was there, yes. He deliberated for a while, Patrick Raban, and then awards the try to Ronnie Clark. They use it. Bringing in Evans, linking up Underwood. Clark, here's a try from Michael Jones. Morris now, backs in action. The drop from Andrew. Yes! Five in the line-out. Lovely jump from Robin Brook. Clark was almost onto Fox as he got the ball. Timu running at pace. But the Lions' backline defence, they've worked out everything. They're covering all the options. Now the All Blacks. The head just popping up there, having a look. Oh, knock on. The All Blacks have lost it. Guscott, now Underwood. He's away. He's a flyer. They'll never stop him. Not this time. Great try. Rory Underwood. Hastings. Yes. His fourth penalty. It's 20 points to 7. Brook has to just escape the attentions of one of the loose forwards. Evans rolls it into touch. Evans rolls it into touch, and the referee blows his whistle. The Lions have squared the Steinlager series, beating the All Blacks by 20 points to 7.
Yeah, well, you need the ball to win, and we didn't have any ball in the first half, and even playing with the wind, you still need the ball to get it down there, and it's an unfortunate thing, and as I said, we've got a lot of work to do.
Well, you did a lot of work during the week. What sort of things did you work on and hope to improve on from that first test?
Definitely the line-outs was a main contributor, and hitting rucks, and in the last 20 minutes was basically as catch-up rugby, so and that was the problem.
And that defence of the Lions, difficult to breach, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely. And once again, all credit to the Lions. They had to win today, and it was obvious they were more desperate than we were, and that was a sad thing.
Okay, Sean, thanks for talking to us. Good luck next week.
Thank you. Thanks, Gavin.
Gavin Hastings has come to join us. Gavin, you'd have to be delighted with that performance.
Yeah, tremendous. The crowd as well. I mean, this is the noisiest it's ever heard when we've been in New Zealand, and that really lifted us. I think the forwards' effort throughout the whole game was fantastic. They never let up. They kept taking the game to the All Blacks. I was delighted.
Sounded like a crowd at Murrayfield or Twickenham, didn't it?
Well, I wasn't complaining. They certainly made themselves heard, that's for sure.
Now, you gave the wind away in the first half. What was the reasoning behind that?
I think we just felt that, we talked around ourselves and wanted to play into the wind and felt we could put the pressure on the All Blacks, and certainly did, turning around 9-7 in front. Obviously, we felt we had a very good chance of winning the game, but no way could we afford to relax, and certainly we kept up the pressure. All Blacks obviously were going to come back at us. They did that in spells, but we kept them out, and we finished strongly at the end.
Your defence today, the team's defence today, was quite phenomenal.
Yeah, it was. I'm just at the back surveying everything in front of me, but it's great when you just see a line of red jerseys out in front of you, knowing that they've got the full pitch covered, and some tremendous defence. We needed it as well.
Well, Gavin, it's fair to say, I suppose, the tour is very much back on track.
Yeah, 1-1. We'll go to Auckland next week, and, that's the way it should be, I think, and we're looking forward to it now.
Thanks for joining us. Good luck. Cheers.
Thanks.
The Lions celebrations continued long into the night. With the Test series still to be decided, the Lions kept saying their last midweek match against Waikato was a low priority. All they really cared about was the Test. But they were to come up against a Waikato side looking to prove a point.
And Waikato with Dwayne Monkley at the back. Just in front of him was Richard Jerram, then John Mitchell, the captain. They're looking down the back towards where Jerram wins it. Now big Brent Anderson on the charge. Anderson 2 or 3 metres short of the line. What a good start by Waikato. There it is for Crabb. Now Foster. Cooper. Wilson scores. Fantastic start by Waikato. Well, there's a decent gap in that line-out. That's probably the best gap we've seen on tour. Let's hope it stays that way as Milne throws. Waikato winning all the ball. Crabb for Allison. Now Collins again. Boys, a solid unit. Bouncing his man off. Allison. John Mitchell in good support. Waikato playing all the rugby so far. Crabb to Foster. Collins just let that one go for a moment. Warlow, though, held it up nicely. Good ball retention. Now Buck Anderson. Richard Jerram has a look. No tackling from the Lions. Stevenson. Warlow. It's all about ball retention. 15 metres out from the Lions line. And here they go with the big, powerful rolling ball that they've perfected over the years, Waikato. Now this is going to be very hard to stop.
This is good rugby because they sucked in a few of the loose fringes.
Jerram goes on. Try given. Dwayne Monkley it was. It's been all Waikato in the first half. 21 points to 3 they lead. Foster again. No attempt to kick it out. He says to the Lions, if you want it out, you kick it out. Clement. Underwood runs onto the ball. Just ankle tap by Brent Anderson. That was timely. Now Waikato can go from here. Wilson holding off the tackles. Foster. John Mitchell. Monkley. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That's rugby at its very, very best. I would say even in the Lions camp that are sitting up in the stand, they would acknowledge that's one hell of a good try.
Waikato are going to get it. Solid rucking. Foster still retaining the ball. Monkley tries to hand off Richard Wallace. Can't do that. Warlow's in support. Warlow. Purvis. 15 metres out from the line. Grab to Foster. They must score here, surely. Collins. A day-one try for Aaron Collins. 11 minutes remaining in the game. 31 points to 3. Just one try in the second half. Waikato, they'll try to increase that. Up to Anderson. Magnificent teamwork by the Waikato team. John Mitchell. Now Stevenson. Oh, good solid defence. Crabb gets it back again. Monkley. Monkley goes to ground and frees it once more. Warlow. Collins. What a good debut he's had. Aaron Collins. Away for Warlow. Monkley.
This is too easy.
Sumo Gatlin gets one. Now Barnes. Carling. Can they produce something here? Wallace down the right wing side. Still going. Oh, and Will Carling gets a lovely try. And good on him. Carling again. Will Carling's come back in the form in a big way. Tries to find Cunningham. Carried on by Galway. But the knock-on was made by Cunningham. And the game is over. John Mitchell has led his Waikato team to a magnificent victory at Rugby Park this afternoon by 38 points to 10.
This is a game of significance. These guys are international players regardless of whether they're a midweek team. It's inevitable there has to be a midweek team on tour. So we didn't listen to a lot of the media, and this is a big one for us today to take into the national championship. It meant a lot to us.
Now, have you got a message to the New Zealand selectors who would probably be watching this today about Waikato players? There are no Waikato players in the All Blacks.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. I mean, you can't do anything about it. I mean, I wouldn't like to be in their boots. Obviously, we're not terribly happy about, not a lot of guys getting that sort of favouritism, but that's the way it goes. But we got reward today.
Came up against a very good side. They were very well drilled. We made one or two many mistakes, but we finished the strongest.
Now there was just one game left for the Lions. On to Auckland for the final test.
We've given ourselves a shot, and that's the important thing to me 2 days prior to a test match, that we are now have a chance of winning the series. This time last week we really needed to do it to salvage the tour, call it what you will, but it was important that we got a victory, and we all said that. There was some people that doubted whether we're capable of achieving that, but I don't think anyone's in any doubt that we cannot get a victory, another victory over the All Blacks. I'm sure there's a lot of people that believe that now, and we certainly do.
The All Blacks had made a couple of changes for this final test, including the introduction of the in-form Lee Stensness, playing his debut outside Auckland teammate Grant Fox.
He hasn't really lived up to the hype. They all said he was a grumpy little bugger, but he's been quite relaxed. I don't know, maybe he's changed his attitude, or maybe it was just, like I say, hype, but he's been very good.
Stensness was joining an All Black side under a great deal of pressure. They knew they hadn't performed well in the second test loss, and there were plenty of people reminding them of where they'd gone wrong.
I've always been in awe of the All Blacks, but on Saturday's performance, the Lions are no longer in awe of them, and that used to be your great secret. People feared them. Now, listening to Hastings yesterday, they don't fear them. They believe they're as good as them, and that is an amazing thing.
Well, it's the first time that I can remember for many, many series that the All Blacks are going in, and I feel they are, as the underdog. And I think that's probably a good thing. It might just now make us realise that we've got big problems and we've got to do something about it.
Interest in this final test was unprecedented. These two gentlemen decided over a beer in their local to pop down to Eden Park for the test. A big effort because their local was in Birmingham. They arrived in Auckland the day of the test and left for home straight after to be back in time for work on Monday. The game was worth coming all that way for.
Let's give a warm welcome to Gavin Hastings and the 93 British Lions. Wearing the silver fern with pride, alongside New Zealand's long-time heroes in black. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show them how we feel. Sean Fitzpatrick and the All Blacks.
Patrick Robin of France signals the start of this decider, the third test of the 93 series. Preston from outside the 22. The high kick, now that's a good kick. It's made Hastings wait. Wham on him from Stensness. All Blacks getting there now. In centre field and just out from the 22. Morris sees it, gets it. Hastings, no pressure.
Well, that was a much more physical approach from the All Blacks. They really went in with a bit of feeling then, but the Lions held up under pressure, got back and held the ball up well.
Joseph winning it at the tail of the line-out.
Again, Jamie Joseph. I mean, this is just bad discipline. Clearly came off his shoulder. Ian Jones looks in trouble.
Minutes gone, and Gavin Hastings gets the first points. A penalty, 3 points to 0. Penny tackle, and the mistake. Clark is very quick. Underwood's quicker. Richards with him. Andrew inside the 22 they go. The Lions have the ball. They won't lose it at maul time, surely. It's on the ground now.
Ball, only ball.
Morris, the short side. Bayfield with Moore, setting up another maul, the Lions, just inside the 22. Big pressure going on from the Lions now. Popple runs. Winterbottom back to the tight forwards. Now they open it up. A gap. Great defence from Kerwin. Oh, it's been won by Gibbs.
Try
Joseph taking it. Stensness up to Penny. Really soft tackles there from the Lions. Joseph meets a big one though through Popperwill, who just stands off later. Now quick ball, flat there. Stensness, that's what he's there for. The kick for Bunce. What sort of bounce? It's a great bounce.
That's another terrible control from the scrum.
They're using it though. Just to the ground by a tap from Winterbottom. Winning it once more. Kerwin, now Tunu. They're nailing him, they're covering him. They only just get him on the ground and leaving it there for Bunce. Hoping someone was there, and there was. This is belted up stuff from the All Blacks now. Joseph, they must score here, do they, through Fitzpatrick? Yes! Sean Fitzpatrick, after all the disappointment of Athletic Park, comes up with a try. Nails it. It's a 7-pointer. The All Blacks leading by 14 points to 10 at Eden Park. Lions line out throw. Bayfield getting high. Andrew under pressure. Gibbs, now he's run strongly in Wellington. This time he's nailed Michael Jones getting through Andrew and on to Gibbs. Clark to the 22. Andrew. What a hit to Duscott. Lovely ball to Evans. Hounded. And Inga saves the day. They're set in, the red jersey's set now. They start to move it a little bit towards the right-hand touchline. Now straight up the field, the 10-metre mark of the Lions. Clark giving Evans a little bit of space. Evans, the cover defence is there, and it's Bunce who crunches him. That was a kidney cruncher, that one, but the Lions now have men out wide. Hastings, Stensness makes the tackle just when Underwood was looking threatening. The Lions have it. They've used their backs for the first time. A turnover to the All Blacks. Back with the live action through One World of Sport at Eden Park. Now Stensness stepping. Great support play from Michael Jones here. Marvellous hands. Cohen. What a dive there from Michael Jones. But they've turned it over. However, the Lions have made a mistake.
Someone's picked up Mr. Richards.
Well, Michael Jones, there couldn't be anyone else but do this. This was just unbelievable. Kerwin does well. He goes in field and he looks for the support, and Jones is closest and he has to dive to take it.
That successful penalty gives Grant Fox 600 points in test matches. The All Blacks leading 20 to 13. But Brooks done so well at the front, and he does it again. Paul Brown almost played first five then. Penny bulldozing inside the half. Oh, Enger saw hip and all, did well to take that. Again, Brook right in the action. Jones running off. Quick hands now. Stensness to Kerwin. Inside and outside, but Rory Underwood scrags him. Kerwin stays, the ball is there. Fox, too many red shirts out wide, so he does the sensible thing. And that's a huge bomb.
They've got Timu and Kerwin.
Penny, slow ball, but Fox runs. Fox, oh, he could have been there. It looked as though he could have scored himself.
Deliberate knock-on?
Yeah, I'd agree, Stu. I think he did.
Yes.
Deliberate knock-on, but Fox was actually in the... He could have scored, I think. Hard to say, but I think it looked like a deliberate knock-on.
Another opportunity, Joseph. Robin Brook, if anyone deserves a try, he does. No.
Well, if they really want to nail it and win a Test series, they've got to do it around this time.
Here's a chance. Great attacking chance again.
They need a big scrum.
They have a big scrum. Oh, Preston!
Good scrum, well-worked move on the short side.
That's come after sustained pressure by the All Blacks.
Well done, John Preston. Penney, Preston, Richards hung, looked for the inside man, and Preston's gone through the gap. Richards saw Kerwin coming inside.
Right. Don Kerwin running the dummy, stops. Oh, check, hello, big gap opened up. Well-rehearsed move.
The All Blacks have won this third Test in the Steinlager series. They've won the series. We're into the dying stages now. Preston to Fox behind the line, the kick and the final whistle from Patrick Robin. And we see an All Black team looking more elated than I've seen for quite some time. The All Blacks have won the series, coming back from the loss at Athletic Park to beat the British Isles comprehensively today by 30 points to 13, scoring 3 tries to 1.
Firstly, to the Lions, it's been a great tour. Hasn't been the best of weeks for me personally and for the team. Thanks to the All Blacks, tremendous effort. We needed a big one today and we produced it. To the people of New Zealand, to the people of Eden Park, we thank you. We'll have a toast to you tonight. And to the Lions, best of luck on the way home. Thank you.
There's a lot been spoken about British Lions tours and whether this will be the last one to New Zealand. If you ask the players, they would certainly like to come back, and I hope that the British Lions will last forever. Thank you very much, New Zealand.